Happy Halloween and welcome back to another Slice of Us. We're back in the kitchen.
Yep.
You probably noticed two very plump looking things in front of us.
Yes, we're going to carve pumpkins today.
Yes.
And
Have you ever carved a pumpkin?
I was gonna say, I've never carved a pumpkin, so I'm a little nervous. And we have cheese.
Of course.
Which is gonna be bugging as usual.
But we're not just doing any pumpkin carving. We're gonna attempt, emphasis on attempt, to make Pokémon pumpkins.
Yeah! And then at the same time though, we're gonna tell some scary, spooky stories. And I have some spooky stories. Do you have spooky stories?
Oh,
Yeah, just talk about Halloween in general, or Harvest Day, or however you want to call it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm excited. We already went ahead and we carved a hole in our pumpkin because that took us literally 30 minutes to do. So, because we don't like to waste things though, you can actually use the insides of a pumpkin. You know that, right?
I don't know.
Right?
I don't know anything
like
about
pumpkin
this.
pie, pumpkin soup, pumpkin spice latte.
That I know.
So we're gonna do though, we're gonna degut and we're gonna separate the seeds from the like fruit part of the pumpkin. And yeah, so let's do that first.
It actually smells pretty good.
Yeah, it smells good. Pumpkin smells good.
I know my pumpkin's slightly different to yours too. It's got these little warts, but I think it might still be like...
It's still a pumpkin. Ooh.
Yeah, like look at that.
Okay, you're gonna have to like...
I do really bad with like touch. Like I'm really...
But that's part of the experience.
I don't like getting my hands dirty.
Do it for the video. Come on.
Okay. Oh. Oh no, I can't. That's...
Do you get nauseous?
I literally feel like I'm gonna throw up. Okay, is it done? Is it over? Is that it?
Well, now you have to use this and scoop out the rest of it. Alright, now we're going to use our handy dandy pumpkin spoons and we're going to scoop things
They
out.
have a little face on them.
Yeah, and then they have like edges so you can scrape and stuff.
Oh my gosh, there's a lot in here.
Oh yeah, there's a lot. So
you gotta wipe it barren?
Yeah. Do you remember your first ever Halloween?
Ooh, like just first one I remember, right?
Yeah, first one well, because I'm pretty sure your parents.
Yeah, I don't know what when I was one, what I did for Halloween, if that.
Yeah.
But the first Halloween I remember.
Like how old were you?
I want to say I was around 6, maybe 5, and we actually did a house party in our. They say marquesina.
Garage?
Yeah, in our garage. We had a garage party, and like the whole family and the whole neighborhood came. Everyone was dressed up. And yeah, there was a variety of like spooky, but like also silly costumes.
What was your costume?
Okay, that I don't remember.
You remember your costume? You remember being there, but you don't remember your...
Yeah, I remember though, my cousin, and this is like my first Halloween memory, my cousin came in with, Scream, or like Scary Movie, like the face, that character.
Yeah.
He was wearing that, the full like Grim Reaper thing with the mask, except... His mask wasn't just the white face; it would drip fake blood.
Because he had like a little pulse that
yeah. It had like inside the Grim Reaper thing you could squeeze in it.
That's such a classic Halloween costumes, at least in the early 2000s, because Scream was popular.
Oh yeah, and Scary Movie.
And Scary
Movie was like popping off. Dude, I miss Scary Movie actually.
Yeah, I mean those type of movies, like parody movies.
They don't really happen anymore. Oh wait, actually, there's a picture of that party. I think I was a Power Ranger. I'm pretty sure I was either the green or the white ranger because I loved Tommy Lee Jones.
Is that the green one?
Yeah.
Okay.
R.I.P.
Oh man.
That's not his name. Frig, I forgot his name.
Well, for me, so I had a whole different type of upbringing compared to you. So I grew up in a very conservative household, but not just conservative. I know conservative people also celebrate Halloween. I grew up in a very Christian, wholesome, holy household.
Wholesome,
holy household. So yeah, growing up, I never celebrated Halloween ever, because like my parents, like we went to church and like Halloween was taught to us as evil.
Was it like Jehovah's Witness?
No, we were like a type of Christian.
Oh, Jehovah's Witness don't celebrate anything, right?
I don't know.
I have some family members. I know they don't even celebrate their birthday, so.
I don't know. But in my family and in the church I went to, a lot of things were evil. A lot. I can go on a whole 5-hour spiel about a lot of things that were evil in my childhood. But Halloween was like the #1 biggest like no-no. So like every Halloween, my mom would get super paranoid. And I remember, like, for example, if Halloween landed on a school day, she wouldn't take me to school. Yeah.
Wait, was it because like the church would tell her to, or like superstition?
Well, I don't think the church said like, oh, don't let your kids go to school on Halloween. But I think it was just an added.
Or was it fear that like something might happen?
No. So the reason why she didn't let me go to school on Halloween is because we would have Halloween parties.
Oh.
And like people would come dress up in costumes.
Yeah, that's true.
And then there'll be like a pizza party with like little treat bags.
Yeah.
So my mom, she didn't want me to partake in that at all. So yeah, she would just be like, you're staying home. And I remember one year, I was in 3rd grade. I'll never forget this. I went to school the day after Halloween, and they saved my goodie bag.
Oh, that's cute.
And they're like, oh, since you didn't come yesterday,
here's some candy.
Yeah, and
candy
then
for getting.
And I was like in 3rd grade, so I didn't know any better. So I didn't say anything. I took it, but then I went home and I showed my mom. Oh my gosh, my mom instantly was like, oh my god, it's the devil! It's the devil!
Wait, was the baggie like themed like
yeah.
that? Okay,
yeah. Like it had like a
pumpkin.
like a jack-o'-lantern on it. Yeah, and it had like, I remember it had a Snickers bar and it had a Twix. And I remember I loved Twix. But no, she took it and then she threw it away. And
even the candy?
Yep.
Wow.
Because back then, you know, they put razor blades and drugs and candy.
Yeah, I'm sure your school definitely would do that,
for
right?
sure. So no, I didn't celebrate Halloween until probably when I was in my 20s.
Ooh.
When I went to college. Because,
wait, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Because when I got to college, I moved out. Mm-hmm. And at that point, I was like not religious. And my parents weren't there to like stalk everything I do. So yeah, I was able to like celebrate Halloween, and like I remember my roommate, like he decorated the apartment, we got costumes, we went to parties. And yeah, that was like my first experience of like Halloween was in college, which was fun.
That's crazy.
And then now being with you, I mean, yeah, like we're carving pumpkins now.
Yep, we're doing the whole shebang.
Yeah, so I definitely, I'm very late to the game, but I love Halloween. I love holidays in general. So,
same.
Yeah.
I would say like, yeah, after Christmas, I love Halloween. Just because like, I love horror movies, first of all. I like the dressing up aspect as a kid. Like, it's weird because, yeah, I don't think, like, I grew up Mormon, right? And the Mormon church, they actually had their own Halloween parties. It was never seen as like a devilish or evil thing. Mm-hmm. Like, their only rule was just you couldn't wear masks.
Yeah.
Or, like, very scary costumes.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't do anything from horror movies. You know?
Yeah.
Or maybe you even could as long as there was no mask, to be honest. I don't remember. But, yeah, even at our church, they would do, like, trunk or treat.
I heard of that. No, yeah, like, I know there are, like, Christian, like, denominations that celebrate Halloween, and they, like, reframe it as, like, Harvest Day or trunk or treat.
We straight up would call it Halloween.
Well, again, as I'm saying, like, yeah, every church is different. Just my church and my denomination was just extra strict. You did good.
How clean should this be?
I think cleaner.
You guys see?
I think cleaner the better.
Okay.
I'm almost done with mine.
I have no seeds left, but there's like guts, and I don't want to go in there and touch it. So.
All right, so our pumpkins are now empty. They're looking nice. Thank you for finishing mine because I was
sounding nice and
hollow.
Cheesy. Do you want to smell this?
He's like, I'm good.
Blocking out like half the camera.
Since he has issues with like touching like guts and slimy things, I'm gonna separate the seeds. In the meantime, can you tell me what is your favorite Halloween activity?
Ooh.
Or fall activity? It's in general. Fall, Halloween. Just what gets you excited about Halloween?
As a kid, for sure, it was trick or treating. Like I love candy, and I especially love chocolate. So trick-or-treating was always my favorite as a kid. But as an adult, I mean, honestly, I don't know. Do I have a fall activity? Maybe just all the pumpkin-flavored products.
Like when you think of Halloween, like what's the first thing that comes to your head?
Oh, I like watching horror movies.
There you go.
Yeah.
I was like, what is like the one thing we've been doing a lot recently?
Yeah, for the last like 3 years, I want to say, we do like a spinner wheel, and we each list like 5 or 6 Halloween movies. Usually, I put the spooky ones, and you put the like the Charlie Brown Halloween special, you know, the Muppets Halloween.
I do more wholesome. Cause like I like horror movies, but unfortunately, like I get scared very
You're an
easily.
anxious being. I understand.
Yeah, more so jump scares.
Oh yeah.
I think I've talked about this in our Zelda Let's Play, but like I love like horror movie plots, but I hate when they use jump scares too much.
Yeah.
Cause I feel like it's such a cheap way to like scare someone.
Yeah.
And for me, it just makes my anxiety just. But I know that's also part of a horror movie, I guess.
It depends on, like, some movies, it benefits it, and then a lot of them, like you said, it's kind of just, like, a cheap way to add a scare.
Yeah, what's it called? Like, I don't like the anticipation of...
The surprise factor.
Yeah.
Wait, so you prefer when they build it up, or when they just randomly will drop a shot?
I mean, I don't like any jump scares.
Because I like it when they build it up. Like, I forget what movie it is, where there's, like, an elevator scene, and the lights are flashing, like, you know, turning on and off. And the creature's getting closer each time, kind of thing.
What?
Or then, like, you know that there's gonna be a scare, but then they don't do the jump scare.
I hate that.
I love that.
I hate that.
I love feeling that, like.
No. But yeah, I do like them. We do watch Halloween like horror movies. We've been watching them, as you said. We have a few on our wheel that I'm like dreading. And you know which one? Because it's landed like 3 times. I'm always like, no.
No, only once. It only landed once so far.
Oh really? I feel like...
And technically it was your turn to spin. I spun it, so we didn't count it.
Yeah, we're talking about the Japanese version of The Ring.
Ringu.
Yeah, Ringu.
Which I've never seen.
I've seen it once, and I do not want to see it again.
I've seen the English version of The Ring. Like,
Me too.
I saw that as a kid, which is crazy.
Horrifying.
Actually, a reason why I love Halloween so much is, as a kid, like my mom, she always kind of like, I don't know, she got me into horror movies like very young. Not like the gory or like gruesome ones, but I feel like that made me not as scared of Halloween. Like,
do you think it's because like her birthday is in October?
You know what?
Like
That's
part of it?
Yeah. Both my mom and my sister are Halloween.
Yeah,
birthdays.
and they like Halloween. Like
yeah.
they.
Well, yeah, it's their birthday. Yeah.
Yeah. We have officially taken all the seeds out. They're in the oven. I'm excited.
Yeah.
And I guess now we start carving, or at least for me, I'm gonna draw my design.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because
okay. I need to figure out which one I'm gonna go with.
All right. Well, while you do that, can you multitask?
Yeah.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Wait, what the heck? What does this have to do with multitasking?
Because you have to like. Oh, do you know your design?
Oh wait, I don't have a pen or a pencil.
Oh.
Okay, hold on.
All right. Do you believe in ghosts? That is my question to you now.
I just said yes.
Oh, that's it? Yes?
My answer has changed in the last 2 days.
Why?
Because I remembered a specific story. The thing is, see, I lean more towards that I don't believe because I've never had any personal experiences. But I want to believe everyone that tells me like that they've seen or like had a ghostly experience. I mean, usually it's not see, but people usually say like I heard a ghost or I had a weird like not encounter, but you know what I'm trying to say?
But you've never had a ghost encounter?
No.
But you believe, when people say they do, you believe them.
I want to believe them.
Okay,
yes.
so you're a bit skeptical.
Yeah, no, I would definitely, yeah. If you wanted to say a specific word, I'm definitely skeptical.
Okay.
Like, I'm not fully non-believer, you know? I guess, do you want me to tell my story first? Or do you want to give your answer?
Well, mine is simple. I believe in ghosts.
Okay.
I believe in anything supernatural, ghosts, spirits, poltergeists, I mean. Like
poltergeist is like that they can haunt like an object, right?
Yeah, like anything that's on the phasmophobia types of ghosts. Yes. The answer is yes. I believe in that. That's because funny. I've had my own personal encounters.
Oh really?
And just in general, like yeah, like I'm very like mystical and like I just believe these things are just real.
You're a little woohoo.
I'm a little woohoo.
Oh wait, is it woo
woo? It's woo. I don't know.
I've heard both. Wait, so I want to hear this. What is your personal ghost
I have
experience?
a lot, actually.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I have a lot.
Okay, well, I only have one, so I'll let you start. You say yours, and I'll say, yeah, you can give us two since you have so many.
Okay. When I was a kid, I used to see things in my bedroom.
What? Wait, what kind of
multiple
things?
times. Like, this wasn't just a one-off. Like, multiple times in a certain school year, I kept seeing things.
Okay, this is very interesting, but pause. How do I get in here? So wait, what kind of like spirits?
Yeah, okay, so I don't know, but there was, I think I was in first grade, so I think I was like 6 years old. There was a school year that I just, no. I was like in 4th or 5th grade actually, I remember now. But yeah, there was a school year though that I just kept seeing things at night.
When you say things though, do you mean like human shit?
Let me get into that.
Okay, I'll be quiet for the next 10 minutes.
So the story that sticks out to me the most is when I was a little kid, I sometimes woke up in the middle of the night and I had trouble sleeping alone. I needed my mom. Like I was a kid that would wake up in the night and be like, Mama!
I'm pretty sure I was the same actually. Like when I was, like up until like maybe 5, I would sleep with my mom too.
Yeah, I mean, I was like 4th, 5th, so I was already like a bit older.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, but I had a weird fear of the dark or sleeping alone as a kid.
Oh, that for me also till like middle school, I was scared of the dark. But I would sleep alone, but I would have to sleep with a nightlight. Okay. I'm not scared of it. I mean, I'm old now, obviously. Back then, I probably would have been like, you sleep with a nightlight.
Yeah. So, but yeah, point is, I woke up and then I didn't call up for my mom. I just went to her bed. Because at this point, my dad, he worked really early. So it was like 3 or 4 in the morning. So he was gone.
Well, that's the demon
I know.
hour.
So that's the thing. I woke up at 3.
Yeah. That's freaky.
That was a thing. It was always 3 or 4.
That's the one superstition that I'm like iffy about. Because they always say, right, like 3 a.m. is like the most evil hour or like the most ghost activity.
They say it's the most active hour.
That, for like spiritual activity.
Yeah. So I woke up and then, but sidetrack. So most active, or in my crazy ass church, it was demonic hour. So yeah, I ran to my mom's bed and she didn't wake up because at this point my mom is used to it of like me like going into her bed and like sleeping next to her. Yeah. So I remember that I went to go sleep next to her and for some reason I couldn't sleep right away. And my mom had like a old school CD player that had like a backlight that lit like one corner of the room. And I remember I started sweating.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like I was trying to sleep and I started sweating. I got really, really hot. And then I remember like I was like, oh, I'm gonna take off like the blanket because my mom has 6 very heavy blankets. Yeah. And I remember in the corner of my eye where this like old school CD player was, I saw like this shadowy figure. And I remember like I'm in the bed and I looked at it fully. And then at the last second, I would see the shadowy figure go back to this closet that we had. Yeah, and it gets creepier. So I thought I was like seeing things because again, like there was a CD player, there was a backlight, so ice plays tricks on you. So of course, as a little kid, I didn't think that. I just was like, okay, I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that.
Wait, but your mom, you were in the same bed with your mom.
Yeah, right? My mom was locked out though.
Okay.
Yeah. So then I tried to like get comfortable again. And then I remember I then started feeling like someone was watching me.
Oh, that's creepy.
Like I felt like, I just felt like it wasn't just me and my mom in that room alone. Yeah. So what I was doing is like I made like this little mini mountain of pillows to my right side, and I created like a little peephole to kind of see.
Oh, that's the classic as a kid. Yeah. You try to cover with the blankets, but you have like a tiny little thing.
Yeah, but for me it was pillows. Mm-hmm. So then I made a little peephole. I kid you not, I started seeing this figure emerge from slowly out of the closet.
Oh my God.
And then though I would quickly like pop up, and then I would see it go back to the closet. Yes. I don't know why I didn't wake up my mom. I was horrified.
I think that is it. Out of fear, you can't even move, right?
Yeah,
You're like petrified.
So the thing is though, like get this, like literally I felt like it was like 10 minutes of me playing peekaboo with this shadow ghost or shadow thing. And then I remember I kept getting more and more scared because I'm like, okay, maybe if I do it again, it won't happen. Yeah. But it kept happening. I would hide. I would look through the pillows. I would see this shadowy thing come out of the closet. I would pop up. It would go back. And it would repeat. And then I remember I was like, okay, I'm just not going to even do that anymore. So I just went down. I just kept staring at it. 'Cause I wanted to see what it would do. Yeah. Like how far. I kid you not. 1 turned to 2.
a.m.?
2 turned to 3 figures.
Oh, what?
I mean, out of the closet. And I just see them like emerge and they just get really tall onto the wall. And then I remember I'm just watching and I'm just like, and they just get bigger and bigger. And then I blacked out and I knocked out somehow. And that's all I remember from that. So I don't know. I tell people I played peekaboo with a ghost.
I mean, yeah, that like up until the very ending, I'm just like on the edge of my seat, and but then,
I know it's very anticlimactic.
That's always how it goes, though. Like I've had so many crazy dreams, like lucid dreams, and it's always like you don't know how it ends, you know. So it kind of feels like that, like almost like a lucid dream.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying it was. I'm saying that that's the ending of it. Always is the hard part to remember.
Yeah, and then I remember the next day I told my mom. And of course, my mom, being like very super Christian and spiritual, she was like, "They were angels."
That's what I was gonna say. Like, what do you think they were?
I mean,
like now as an adult, what do you think you saw?
I don't know.
Like, do you think it was just shadows? Because if multiplying from 1 to 3 is the weird part. Like up until that you said that, I would have said that it's just shadows, like because you know when you go up and down like this, like shadows in the room move, you know, especially when it's pitch black at night, like your eyes can play tricks on you, literally.
Yes.
But when you said it became 3,
yeah, and that's why I was like waiting, like you know, that's like the climax because you could argue like, oh, you're going up and down, and there's a backlight. Yes, you're making multiple, even though the shadow come out when I'm laying down, not when I'm getting up. So yeah, that is like one of my early like memories of something like spooky.
Wait, so what do you think they were?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know what they were, honestly.
Okay, so I need to, first of all, I need to lay down the hard truth. So my dad passed away when I was, she doesn't want me to tell this story. So my dad passed away when I was 14, right? Mm-hmm. And I wasn't living with him at the time. I had moved back to Puerto Rico. He died in Florida.
This is getting spooky. This is getting spooky.
My grandparents, they continued to live in that same house. He didn't die in the house though, but like, you know, they continued to live in the same house that he was living in for the next, like, I want to say 10 years. So when I turned 18, I actually moved to Florida to start my YouTube career. My first 6 months of my YouTube, like,
we're getting lore of YouTube.
Living by myself.
The lore.
I was living in the room that my dad was staying in, that my dad was
really?
in. Yeah.
Oh,
so
I
like,
know that.
yeah, in that house there was like a back room. It was basically like a little apartment.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I was staying in that back room apartment, and I always, like, I almost kind of wanted a sign or some kind of like him to talk to me, you know, because that's like, I don't know. I guess when you lose a parent, especially, like you want some kind of closure,
some contact, something. Yeah.
And so I didn't really dive too deep into it, but that's around the time when I started messing around with lucid dreaming.
Oh, you told me about this.
Have you ever?
No, I never lucid dream. I don't know how. I'm not really interested in it. But I remember you told me that you started trying to do that, right?
Oh yeah. So there's a lot of like YouTube channels you can find about lucid dreaming. A lot of like books as well.
Wait, sorry. Do you know what shifting is?
Like going to another dimension?
Yeah, but it's like very
Is
fake.
it like astral projection?
No, shifting is like when people, when they go to sleep, they go to another reality. And then obviously
lucid
it's
dreaming.
but like for example on TikTok, there's this girl that in another reality she's married to Loki from the Marvel movies.
Okay, I mean that's pretty cringe.
Yeah, no, it's a cringy thing.
So lucid dreaming, very real thing that you can do at home. I don't recommend doing it too much though, because you'll literally go crazy, which I didn't go crazy thankfully, but I had some pretty crazy experiences. I mean, the basic gist of it is that when you're lucid dreaming, you're kind of like half awake, half asleep. And so oftentimes in your lucid dream, you'll be in a real place from your memory. Okay. So one time I woke up and I was still in my grandparents' house, but I was on the couch, even though I know I had gone to bed on my bed in the room.
Okay.
So I woke up in my lucid dream. I woke up and I was on the couch and I couldn't move. This is a very common thing.
Like paralysis?
So I was about to say, what they call sleep paralysis is a side effect, a very bad side effect of lucid dreaming, is you can get sleep paralysis, and partly why I stopped doing it. So yeah, I was in a sleep paralysis where I woke up on the couch of my grandparents' house. And I guess I have to like explain the layout. It's a little weird, but from the couch, let's say you can see the dining room on your left and you can see the kitchen on the right, but you can't actually see into the kitchen. There's a wall. You see the dining room, but then there's a wall that blocks off where the kitchen is. From the kitchen though, I can hear something walking.
Oh no!
I'm frozen on the couch. I can't move.
Like footsteps or like thumping?
Thumping, like hard, big footsteps.
Oh hell!
And not just that, but they're also dragging chains. So I hear thumping footsteps and chains dragging coming from the kitchen, and I'm paralyzed on the couch. I literally cannot move.
And you're looking at the kitchen?
Yeah, I'm looking towards the kitchen.
Oh my god, I would start crying.
I'm pretty sure I was in the dream or in real life. I don't know. So literally, and it starts getting closer, and as it approaches, it's a hooded figure with boots, like just typical, like not even Grim Reaper, but almost.
I was gonna say, sounds like the Grim Reaper.
It's a hooded figure, but not like a old medieval hood. It's like almost like a homeless or like a hiker, kind of thing. Like a burly hiker with like big equipment and like a, hiking boots.
Okay.
But it's all black. It's all dark.
Okay.
And yeah, he's dragging chains. Like he has chains. Like I don't know if they were like tied together or if it was just dragging the chains.
Okay.
And it starts walking towards me. And then it just stops, and then it turns, and it goes to the room that I'm sleeping in. And that's it.
But you're on the couch, though.
Yeah, I'm locked on the couch. I couldn't move this entire time. I couldn't see any face either, because it was just pure dark.
Yeah.
But yeah, literally it walked out of the kitchen, walked towards me, and then it turned, and then went to the room.
Oh my god, did you tell your grandparents?
Oh yeah, I've told everyone. I've told my aunt too, because my aunt actually does, like, she's told me stories that she does what you said, that she can like shift to another dimension or whatever.
Oh, I can't shift. I don't know.
No, my aunt. The story you said that people do that.
Shifting. Yeah, she does that.
Well, she said as a kid. I don't know about anymore, but my aunt had similar stories where she would lucid dream, and like she told me that she would see herself like back at the house, not this house, but her house she grew up in Puerto Rico.
Oh.
Yeah, and she would see like the people that live there now, and like she's like, but she can't interact with them. So yeah, I feel like there's something in my family with lucid dreaming / shifting. I don't know. After that, I was absolutely terrified. I woke up, I'm pretty sure, screaming, which I still do to this day. You know this, right?
Oh my god, this man sleep talks and he sleep screams, and it terrifies me. It honestly terrified. I always say I'm gonna record, but the thing is though, like it happens so quickly, and I'm like half asleep. And, like, yeah, I've woken up so many times to him screaming. Or laughing, which I don't know what is more terrifying, laughing or screaming.
I mean, the laughing, I'm having a good dream.
I think the laughing one is more creepy, though.
It is creepier, but like, I'm having a good dream.
Okay, but the thing is, like, you're not laughing like your usual laughing. You're, like, giggling.
Yeah. I'm probably having, like, a kid, like a kid-like
Like, you don't do this type of giggle in real life. And what I do is I start hitting him. I'm just like, wake up.
And I stop. And
then, yeah, you either stop or you wake up, and then I'm just like, stop.
Yeah.
Like, you're freaking me out, man.
I'm not doing it on purpose.
I know.
Obviously.
Yeah, my mom does that too. She freaking sleep talks. I freaking hate it.
But that is why I don't recommend lucid dreaming, because to this day I still have sleep terrors and sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
And it just happens. That's like the side effect of it. Oh yeah, I didn't mention it, but my aunt has a theory that the chained person was my dad. That he was carrying a burden, some type of burden. Yeah, because, I mean, he didn't die in the best way.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
He's either carrying some guilt or some type of burden.
He's not done here.
Yeah, that type of thing.
Oh man, I did this wrong.
What? What did you do?
Ah!
What happened?
You're not supposed to cut through it because he's supposed to.
Oh, because of teeth.
Yeah.
Oh, frick. Well, you're just going to have one big smile. Wait, did you cut all the way in already?
Yeah, I
all
did.
around?
Yep.
Oh, frick. Well, maybe you can, like, tape or glue or something.
No, what you do is you just put little puzzle pieces. Like, they just stick there.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of your father.
Okay. Wait, whoa, okay.
No. You know the story. It's about the same aunt that you're talking about.
Yeah.
So
my one aunt.
Oh, you have one aunt? Oh, yeah, because only one sister.
Yeah, my mom only has brothers.
I always forget that because my family's so big.
Yep.
So I'm just like, wait, your family's so small. But yeah.
I have like but like non-original family, like married in aunts.
Yeah.
But this is my only blood aunt.
Okay, so his only aunt, she lives in Texas, and when we lived in Texas, we would visit. We'd visit her like a bit.
Yeah, like I want to say we went like at least like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. So she lives in a very old house that it's like in a farm setting. Like
oh, it's pretty
rural.
creepy. It's like very like Amityville horror or whatever it's called, or like Exorcism of Emily Rose type of farmstead.
Yeah. We used to stay in one of his cousin's rooms.
Oh yeah.
And it's like a little boy, so it's like very cutesy, wholesome, like boy room. But his favorite, whatever. That's not the point. So we were staying there, and the house, like I said, is very old. So it's a very creaky house. Yeah. Like you walk, and everyone can hear you walking, type of thing.
You cannot sneak around in that house.
Yeah. And I remember, I think it was like our first night there, and we were sleeping in the bed, and then again, randomly, oh my goodness, Mac, what are you doing? So we were sleeping the first night there, and I randomly woke up middle of the night. One note about me is that I'm a very light sleeper. Like any little thing will wake me up. He's the opposite. But yeah, I woke up and I see that the bedroom door is open. And no, I remember when we went to sleep though, we had it closed. Cause I have a thing of like I don't like sleeping with the door open. I like it sealed off. So I woke up and yeah, the door was open, like wide open, and I already felt kind of like, that's weird. That's suspicious. Why is that open? And so then I kind of like turned around and I was trying to like ignore it. And then I remember I was trying to sleep and I was like feeling nervous, but I'm just like, whatever, it's okay. Maybe Mo got up to use the bathroom and he forgot to close it, even though I would have woken up, become a light sleeper, but whatever. And so I'm sleeping, and next thing I know, I felt like something sat on the bed.
What?
Yeah. And I remember I had my eyes closed because I was like shitting bricks at this point.
Understandably.
Because I was like, oh my god, there's someone sitting on the bed right now.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's your aunt being weirdly cute or wholesome, I'm like, that's freaking weird.
Yeah.
And I remember I curled up. I slept in fetal position because like, have you heard like in Spanish or Latino culture about like jalando las piernas?
Oh yeah.
So
I don't think that's only that. Like in Paranormal Activity, the movie, there's the ghost like, like it drags you out of the bed, right?
Well, like in Latino culture, one way to like get kids to like not kick their feet out of the blanket, they'll say like, oh, put your feet under the blanket or else something's gonna grab your feet and pull you. So like I curled up because I didn't want my feet to be grabbed, and I just remember just feeling that just pressure of someone or something sitting on the bed.
Yeah.
And eventually though, I knocked out. I was like,
how long did it take you to knock out?
I don't remember. But I knocked out, and then the next day, we wake up and I tell immediately what happened. I'm like, did you go to the bathroom last night? And he's like, no. And I'm like, did you hear anyone? Or he's like, no. 'Cause again, he's a heavy sleeper. So yeah, so to make it more creepy, I told his aunt about it. I was like, hey, like this happened last night. And she's like, oh, that's probably his dad. Like very nonchalantly. She's like, yeah, like his dad's ghost is in this house. Like and she started saying stories about how like, yeah, she would hear footsteps in the house. She would like feel things. She would feel like she's not alone. Blah 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 blah. And then your sister, because his sister was also sleeping over, but she was sleeping in like the first floor in like the entertainment room. She heard us talking, and she's like, oh my god, I heard like I don't know if it's the same day or same trip.
Same night?
Yeah.
Or same trip even?
Yeah. But I remember though that your sister came in and said that the night prior, she woke up to her dog because she had her dog over when she came to visit.
Yeah.
Her dog was playing with someone in the room that she was in. And and she thought like, oh, the dog was like entertaining itself with something.
Yeah.
But no, she said that she heard someone throw the ball. Like across the room.
Shoot.
Yeah, you remember that?
Dude, I have a horrible memory.
I I know you do. So yeah, she said that she heard someone was throwing his toy across the room over and over again.
Yeah.
And then she said that she woke up because she's like, what the heck is happening? And then she saw her dog just looking blankly at the corner of the room.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that night, we all slept together in the same room.
The night after.
Yeah, we were just like,
we were all too scared.
Yeah, we're like...
I mean, my cousin's room is pretty creepy.
It is creepy, dude.
Like, it has like one of those little closets that's like built into it too. That closet is freaking creepy, dude. It's like one of those like little, you know, like cubbies.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Okay, but here's the thing though about that house that I want to mention. Because I don't know how the rules with ghosts would be, but like, why would my dad have gone all the way to Texas, his spirit?
I don't know. I think
or how would it have gotten there?
I don't know. I think your aunt mentioned about like how she just feels like your dad is like her guardian angel or something.
Yeah, I know that one time also she mentioned like her daughter like would be talking to him.
Oh yeah,
right?
like when her daughter was hella young.
Yeah.
Like she's never met his dad. Like his dad passed unfortunately before she had kids.
Yep.
So she had no memory.
Jesus being a menace.
She had no memory of him, but she randomly would be like, "Oh, where's my uncle so and so?" Or, "Oh, I saw my uncle so and so."
Yeah.
And she was like 3 or 4. So my aunt was like, "What do you mean you saw your uncle?"
Yep.
Like what? All right, I think we're almost done. But to
Yeah.
wrap it up, what are some like...
My arm is cramping, by the way. Like, this has been tough.
Oh yeah, your pumpkin?
It's tough.
I don't know if it's because it's like warty.
Oh, yeah.
If that's like maybe a sign. But his pumpkin is like wood.
Bro, yeah, like, I'm getting a freaking workout. Like, look at this.
Like, oh my god. Oh my god, it's behind the paywall.
For the OnlyFans.
Anyway, so yeah, like I'm using this. You're using like knives and stuff.
Yeah, I've been using a variety of tools. Alright, ready for the big reveal?
No.
Did we succeed? Wait, yours is, it has to be like that.
No, it falls through.
Oh my god, wait, what happened to yours?
I don't know. Something happened to my pumpkin, guys. A lot of things happened to it. I was going strong. Let's do you first.
Yeah, so you might not be able to tell what Pokemon it is,
La 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 la.
but there it is.
Who's that Pokemon?
It's Gourgeist, or at least Gourgeist is pumpkin that's under Gourgeist, which I realize is just a pumpkin. But
I mean, yours looks better than mine.
I tried to fix yours, alright?
I know. Mo tried to help. I'm grateful for his help.
Maybe when they're lit up, they don't look that bad.
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay, but here's the thing. We have to see them in the proper...
It's supposed to be Gengar, but I messed up with the mouth.
You know what? I can kind of see it, actually. Look. He's missing a tooth, yes, but... Can you see?
It looks better with the light, I will say that.
Yeah.
It looks way better with the light.
I would say this was a successful attempt.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching.
Hope you liked our spooky stories. Maybe share some of your own.
Yes.
Do you believe in ghosts?
I love reading the comments, so yes, give me stories to read and maybe not sleep at night anymore.